So we're here in Scarborough to check out what the parking situation is here. Can you still overnight park in Scarborough? Because there's been a lot of kind of people saying no you can't, absolutely not, you cannot park in Scarborough anymore. So we're just going to check it out. We've found first park up that we thought we could park in is only 3 hours, so that's a no-go. Although the sign seems a little bit like light vehicles, it says. It's not kind of very accurate, is it, in what it's trying to say there. So we're going to start off basically by just checking out a few different park-ups, a few different options, and then decide on one for the park-up tonight, and then we're going to have a day out in Scarborough and just kind of see if we can park up here. Who knows, maybe we can, maybe we can't, let's find out. So we can't park in this one.
Can't park here.
You can't park there, mate. Which is a shame because it's stunning views,
Oh,
isn't
it's
it?
beautiful.
Right by the sea, overlooking
Absolutely
Scarborough
gorgeous.
itself. So that's a real shame.
And again, nearly empty.
So we're going to have a look on Park for Night now at the next one and just kind of see where we can park up. What we're going to do in this vlog as well is show you something where we can actually make a massive difference relatively easily via the council route. So we're going to kind of tell you that later on in the vlog. It's something that every single van lifer needs to do because we can actually turn this round and quite possibly...
You need to do it.
Yeah, quite possibly, being told off by Emma, quite possibly turn this around so that we can once again sleep on Scarborough front. But let's see. But we'll tell you about that in a little bit. But first we're going to have a look.
Yeah, we're going to just kind of go around all the... Just get a lay of the land, really, and figure out where you can and can't park, do you know? So we're just going to get a bit of a lay of the land, drive around. Otherwise, we might be literally sleeping on beach, on sand.
That might be fun.
Right, let's try this one. Car park. So far... Oh, this is going back to November, the last review, so again, we might have issues here, but let's go and give it a go.
This park up we've actually stayed at before. It's kind of high above Scarborough. It's got beautiful views over Scarborough and over the bay. And it looks like there's no overnight signs here. So this is a really, really good one. A potential, yes, possible. And it's just a lovely little spot. So the backstory to this, to give you some history, is that you used to be able to park on Scarborough front, all down the front, right beside the sea. And then the council have basically put up these no overnight signs. What most people don't realise, I don't think, is that this is actually a trial period. It's actually a temporary measure while they figure out whether it's going to be allowed or not. So this is the reason we're looking for alternative park-ups, and the reason we need to answer the question, can you still van life in Scarborough? Can you still find park-ups in Scarborough, even though it's kind of not on the seafront?
This trial is lasting for 18 months. And literally, there's just all over. You'll have noticed it's all over YouTube, it's all over Facebook, any social media sites. It's just absolutely all over all social media sites, saying that you can't park anywhere and, you know, they've ruined it for van lifers and what have you. Now, we do know 100% that on the other parking apps that we've mentioned before, I think it's Park for You, whatever they call it, on those two apps, you can park in all of the kind of supermarket car parks, things like that. So we can check those out as well, because we know you can park in them. They're a given, really, which is great, because it still gives us somewhere to be able to be. But what has happened to the kind of free park-ups? That's the thing. Is there any free ones left? Which this one is one, and it's in nature, and you're right next to the signal tower, which is why we came up here before, because you get really good signal up here as well. And with a great little cafe there on a morning, you can put straight back into the community as well by going and getting your breakfast, which is fantastic. But we need to move on now, see what else there is, because I want to kind of get a bit of a, like I say, a lay for the land really, and see what is available still and what isn't.
We've actually got a lovely little cafe here called Oliver's, and we'll show you the view over Scarborough, which is spectacular. So this is a yes, it's a possible, it gets a tick as a possible. We'll go see what else there is, and then we'll decide kind of where we're going to park up tonight. Traffic's bad here, isn't it? We can go to that charity shop tomorrow if you want, that little vintage one.
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah, that'd be
You know
really
which one I mean? That little like Aladdin's cave?
Yeah, well, like a tiny little place, I do, yeah, because you don't see many of them about.
I can't believe how busy it is today.
We're going to need a bigger van though if we keep going round and buying stuff from charity. I've seen about 4 already.
Right, where am I going now?
2 of them St Catherine ones I've seen as well. And
Which way am I going?
Good. I don't know, straight on. straight on, keep going straight. I feel like all we're doing is sitting in traffic.
It's
Why
busy
do we
for a
always end
weekday.
up in rush hour when we're not even involved in the rush hour situation?
It's not even rush hour, it's only 3:10.
I think rush hour's like all day though, innit? You just can't travel between 9 and 7 at night anymore. Or between 7 and 7. Rush hour's about 12 hours now, isn't it? It's a nightmare, is this? It's an absolute nightmare. Yeah, I'll tell you what, there were a bit of mess at that last park up there, wasn't there? If we do end up going back there, we're going to have to clean that up.
Yeah, we will do.
I was looking at it though, and I noticed there were a lot of like disposable like bottles and cans and stuff, and I don't think that's van life, as you know.
It's not van life, is.
We've got our own cups and stuff, haven't we? We've got our own cups. We don't need that. We don't need to use disposable bottles and stuff like that. It's more likely people are walking, I think, or in cars and doing that. But anyway, how far are we off? 3 minutes.
200 yards, turn right onto Trafalgar Street West. Is on the right.
What have we got here?
So I don't know if there's any, what's it
Up
say?
to 24 hours, £6. That's not bad, is it?
Does it say anything about no overnight though?
There's lots
I'm
of other
guessing
vans
not,
here.
there's other motor. Look at the size of that thing, is that a motorhome?
Yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't say no overnight.
Excellent. Look at the size of that van.
This is a possibility, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a possibility, definitely. Look at the size of this thing. Drive round that. That's a
It's a
7.5
lorry.
ton, isn't it? No, that's a camper.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a lorry.
Yeah, it's a lorry, yeah. It's got solar panels on. You can see them up top. Look at that. Awesome. Whole house. Yes, that's a definite possibility.
That's
isn't
another
it?
possibility.
Let
It
me
gets
just,
another tick as a possibility, does that one?
Let me see how many more we've got to check out first. Let's
I
have
think
a
this
look.
one's probably winning just because it's closer to town.
That is a definite. Right, so there's another one.
Isn't it Daisy panting?
Let's have a look at
Yeah,
this
hey
one.
there, chick.
This one looks like it ain't far away at all.
Head east, then turn left.
It's literally like a 1 minute drive, so we'll go and
1
check
minute
that
drive.
one
We'll
out
check
as
that
well.
out, and then that's
So
it.
what was
then
this
we'll...
one? £6?
£6 for 24
So that's
hours.
about the same as you'd pay in like your car parks, isn't it?
Yeah.
And, like your B&Q and your Tesco's and your
That's not
Sainsbury's,
bad at all. I
that
think
sort of
£6.
thing.
I don't think.
That's not bad. And it's privately owned as well, by the looks of it. It's probably got CCTV, I'd imagine, maybe. Usually do, don't they?
Yeah,
And
it has
yeah, they do, yeah, I can see 'em. Yeah.
CCTV there.
So
Too many
safety.
C's there,
Turn
weren't
left towards Deep Road,
Right,
then
let's
turn left onto Deep
see
Road.
where this next one takes us
Turn left onto
to. Does this one look free? This is literally opposite the other one.
there? Yeah, it's literally around the corner from the other one.
Just round the corner,
Your
right
destination
opposite.
is on the
I
right.
can't see any prices. Oh, there we go. Over there. Let's go check out them prices. Right, so let's have a look at this. What's this? Option 3? Option 4? I've lost count. See if we're allowed to do it here. It looks like it can because there's lots of different camper vans parked up over there. So we're going to have a look at this. Ah, the other one's cheaper. So this you can do. You can. It's £10.80 for 24 hours. I'm not paying £10.80 for 24 hours when it's £6 over there. So that one looks like it's a winner. So this kind of gets a tick because it's possible. You can park overnight here. There's no signs there. From what I can see, so it does get a tick. It is a very much a possible park up, pretty much again in the centre of Scarborough. But for us, it does get a tick, but it's not on ours because the other one's beating it. Well, the other two are beating it, obviously. One's free and one's £6. But the other one, the one that's free, is a little bit out of town.
Is this one free on a night?
No, it's not. It's £10.80 for 24 hours.
Oh, because on the Park for Night app it says that it's free until 9 AM.
No,
So they've changed that.
Yeah, £10.80. So obviously we've got the choice of a free one. The free one, we'd have to drive into Scarborough. The one that's £6, we wouldn't. So at the minute, that one's winning. But in terms of can you overnight park in Scarborough, can you van life in
Yeah.
Scarborough? This is another tick. It's another yes.
Definitely.
Perfectly safe. Lots of houses, CCTV. Let's go.
Exit the roundabout onto Peashome Gap.
Oh, I can see the sea from here. I love this end of Scarborough, P-zone end. It's lovely. Now this is used to be a park on here, didn't you? And these parking spots on right.
Yeah, I believe so. This is where it was.
I'm guessing this is where they've ended it. in terms of overnight parking anyway.
Where are these famous signs? Lots of vans parked up. I'm not seeing any signs.
I wonder if it's saying it on those.
Ah, yes, I've seen it. I've spotted them, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I've spotted them. I'll show you. There. There's your famous sign, look. No motor caravans.
I would like to question though that big question.
Are we a motor caravan?
That's what I would like to question. That's the big question, because there is an argument to say that if the DVLA refuses to have you as a camper van, which it does from like medium height vehicles, pop tops, they're not allowed to be classed as a camper van anymore. So on your DVLA logbook, you are still classed as a van. So therefore, you are not a motor caravan, and it doesn't say no overnight staying in your vehicle, no sleeping in your vehicle.
It just says no motor caravans.
It just says no motor caravans. We're not a motor caravan.
So if you did want to kind of argue that point, guys, I suppose you could do that. I still think the way to do it is peacefully. I don't know what you think, and the way that we're going to show you in a bit is a very peaceful way to do it, but one hell of a voice altogether.
I do have a bit of a fight in me as well on this sort of pedantic thing, though, because if they're bringing up stuff like where they're saying only like good vehicles, no sleeping in your camper van, no sleeping in your vehicle, no overnight staying in, or no occupying your vehicle, they come up with all sorts, don't they? But this one specifically says no motor caravans, right? We're not a caravan, we're not a camper van. You're only classed as a camper van according to the DVLA if it's on your logbook. So therefore, if your logbook classes you as a van, I don't see how you can possibly get done for it. I really don't. I would just like to make a point that all of these spaces are completely and utterly empty, yet again, when you could be charging people for coming and staying in their motor caravans, vans, camper vans, motor homes, whatever you want to call them, £5 a night, and you'd be making a fortune. Look at that.
Destination is on the right.
I don't think I've ever seen this as empty, actually, if I'm honest.
It will be, won't it? Right, my destination's on the right.
Just look at it, it goes on and on and on. Literally, it's empty. Look at all these spaces. You can just add it up like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100!
Thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. Reese has passed us the space that I wanted to go and look at, so we're going to have to turn around.
Although you can't park here, you can actually empty your toilet here. I don't know why there's toilet facilities, but yet you can't park here. That doesn't make any sense.
Don't you think it's a bit contradictory though? To be discouraging motorhomes to park and then provide this free of charge, which is great, absolutely fantastic, but a little bit contradictory to then not allow you to park overnight.
This is a famous view that everybody wishes they still had, obviously. Overlooking the sea, parked in your van. Chip butty in one hand and a brew in other. They were the days, eh? So you can't do that anymore. But as you've seen, you can park up in these other places where we're going to park tonight. You can still do that, which is great, innit? It's just a shame that you haven't got kind of these epic, you know, sort of sea views of the good old Scarborough that we used to know. But I promise you, there is a way that we can fight this and we can change it, and it's really, really simple, and we will show you that in a bit. But let's go get this park up.
There's a couple of car parks still that, according to Park for Night, they're charging like £10, £50 and £7, and they're just around the kind of P-zone area, although one of them's saying that just literally in the last few weeks the sign's gone up saying no. So that one takes that one off. But there does look to be some on-street free parking on, let's have a look. Looks like it's on like a residential street, so you are parked on the roadside. But obviously because it's like residential, it's quite a wide road as well. I don't think it's going to be like a fast street by the looks of it, but that does look like a free park up. It's sort of over by the Sea Life Centre, so you can see it's on the street, isn't it? Look, but still by the coast by the looks of it, or not far off anyway. Let's have a look on the map, see whereabouts it is. Yeah, it's just sort of near the Sea Life Centre. There's a couple more here that you have to pay for, but one of them apparently is now a no-go, and the other one's like £10.50. So there's no point in looking at that really when you've already got the other ones that are cheaper. So I think it's a cross between the Oliver on the Mount Park, which is free, or the Dean Road one, which is a £6 for 24 hours. And they've both got their ups and downsides, haven't they? I mean, you've got the Dean Street one is £6, you are having to pay, but then you're right in the centre, aren't you? You're right near where you want to be. And you're going to be paying for parking the next day more than likely anyway to go in.
Yeah, because you're going to have to drive in.
Side.
So what we're going to do, the plan now is tomorrow we're going to explore Scarborough. We're going to show you all the epic things that you can do in Scarborough while you're parking up in your car park of your choice. We're going to go now and clean up that area in the other park up that we've decided not to do. So we are going to stay in the town centre car park just because it's £6, it's accessible to town and you are allowed to park there. But we're going to go back and tidy up the nature area out there as well.
Just because I think if it's one of the very few last free park ups in Scarborough for people, then you're all, by leaving it a mess, you're almost saying like, oh yeah, this is what van lifers do, they leave it a mess. Look at the one place we've allowed them to park for free and it's an absolute disgrace. And I don't think for 1 second that is van lifers that's left that a disgrace. It's clearly kind of disposable stuff that people are obviously pulling up in cars or walking or whatever, or maybe even just wind that's blown stuff up there. You know, it's kind of very high up. But I can't in my heart leave that and just ignore it. You know, if we were parking there tonight, we would clean it. So why won't we clean it? And you know, and also there's a nice little cafe up there as well. We can go and have a look at the cafe and have something to eat there, or we could just have a sit-in van and have a coffee. It's nicer to sit in van and have a coffee up there than it is to sit down here in a car park and have a coffee, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'd rather sit in nature and have a coffee. So we'll go up there, we'll sit and have a nice brew, and we'll just give it a clean up. And then, you know, I strongly believe in just tidying up after people anyway, and, you know, making sure that you're not leaving a mess anywhere yourself, but also making sure that it's tidy, because there's animals up there, isn't there, and stuff like that. I don't want to leave it like that. And again, we can always take a before and after and send it off to council, can't we? So.
And then we'll come back down to this car park, spend the night in Scarborough, maybe go for a wander, a nice evening stroll, still kind of along the kind of coastal front like we used to do when we parked up here. And then tomorrow we'll check out some epic things that Scarborough has to offer and show you things that you can do around Scarborough. And then we'll probably try and find another park up in Scarborough, or we might move on kind of further up the coast then. But I think the general consensus here of already the message that we're seeing here is no, you can't park on the front anymore, which is a real shame. But yes, you can park in Scarborough, absolutely you can. And so that's a positive, isn't it? So there's positives and negatives to it, I guess. But like I say, we will show you how we can get this spot back as a community. But we've all got to shout it together. And we'll show you why in a bit. But first, we're going to go clean this mess up. Before we did that, we decided to give Romany a much needed clean out and a hoover.
You might need to put more spray on than that, Reese.
She's been awkward.
Backseat driving here, but you've not got enough spray on that one. You just spread it muck around.
I'm not.
Yeah, you need loads of spray. And then spread your cloth out. Crap men at cleaning out there. Is there any men that are good at cleaning? He's rubbish at cleaning.
Oh.
You need loads of it.
I'm not rubbish, I'm brilliant at it.
Loads of it.
Look how clean she is now. There's that ancient saying, isn't there? Look after your van and your van will look after you. So now we've cleaned Romany, we're going to go clean Scarborough now. Yeah, you're going to have some dinner.
Only after you've worked. You haven't done out yet, Daisy.
Right, let's go to this park up that we're not staying at and do some cleaning up. We're here at the park up that we're not actually going to stay here tonight. We're going to stay at the one in town for £6. But look at the rubbish here. Let me show you this. Just rubbish absolutely everywhere. Look at this. All the way down here. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. 100% not van lifers, but this is a place you can stay. So if we show actively, of course we're going to take a before and after photograph, get that sent to the council, Scarborough Council obviously here. But what a shame that people would leave rubbish when there's a bin, right? Get this, there's a bin literally here. Like why would you do that? And this beautiful, beautiful spot. Anyway, let's get this tidied up and then we'll go to our little park up. We're going to have to take it in turns, Emma, because I've only got one little picker. I don't know what the other one is.
Yeah, well, I won't be able to
Can't
do
find
that
it.
much anyway. But I'll tell you what is really ironic is that since coming to Scarborough, where you're not allowed to park your vans in a lot of places, we've had to buy new bin liners for the amount of rubbish we've picked up. Since coming on this coast, not just Scarborough, but Brid and, you know, what have you. We've had to buy new bin liners because we run out. Like takeaway stuff, like McDonald's.
It's unlikely to be van life, isn't it? That?
We cook in our vans, obviously, don't we? We have bins in our
we have
vans.
bins, that we then empty it.
And we, you know, if we're going to drink something, we drink it out of a cup, out of his van. We don't drink it out of, you know, things like these takeaway stuff and what have you.
So what we're doing here, I mean, we do this anyway, we just don't always film it because we don't want to be like, oh, look at us cleaning up again. But part of this is going to be part of what we explain in a little bit. So it's all part of the whole video, is part of the explanation really, as to this kind of what I was saying earlier about kind of this really easy way of getting that park up at the front, back. This is all part of it. So, right, we'll crack on. I must add there though, this isn't just, it's not like before we did a vlog on letting the councils know that we're tidying up. It's not that, it's something even stronger really than that, if like I say we all kind of shout together. But anyway, I'll explain that later. Right, love, do you want me to take over? Don't want you doing too much. One potato. Oh no. Ah. 2 potatoes. This one don't want to. You don't. Stupid thing. What am I going to do? This is how long that's been there. That's mad, isn't it? Look, it's literally part of the layout of the land.
You've done such a good job there.
That's the photo that's going to the council. Look at this. Two big bin liners full of rubbish, which I'm gonna tie up and put next to the bin there.
Look at this now, guys. Let me
But
show
look at
you.
this. How nice is this now?
Look at this. What's it taking us? Maybe 10 minutes?
10 minutes maximum. 10 minutes
Look
max.
at that. Look, completely clear. I mean, there's still the odd little bit, but it's difficult to get it all when you've only got a cheap litter
There were
picker
bits
and
we
not a
couldn't get,
professional
weren't there?
thing. But, you know, I think that's a pretty good job, that. And I would like to know that if council are so concerned about the state of the environment, which they should be, and if that's the reasoning behind this campervan kind of sweeping ban, then why aren't they being up here to clean up all this rubbish? Because it's literally taken 10 minutes. Well done, love. You've done a fab job there. Really, really good job there. Should be able to get that straight in bin then now.
Job's a good one. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it in the bin, you know. Oh, maybe. Not finished yet. There's still loads here.
Is there? Park area.
Yeah, it's locked, isn't it, that? So you can't. I'm just going to have to leave it.
No. Put it next to it because there's glass in some of them and you don't want to be putting your hands in it. You know, you could hurt yourself.
I'll leave it there and the council will come when they empty the bin, obviously. I was hoping to go for a brew there in Oliver's Cafe, but it's shut, which is a shame. But it's all right because we're going to go at Park Up now and we'll have a brew there. And then, once we're parked up, tomorrow we'll show you Scarborough, because obviously that's the reason why people want to stay here, is because they want to come to Scarborough. They want to have a, you know, fish butty and look at the sea and have some ice cream and what have you. So we'll show you that tomorrow. But let's go to this Park Up now and get settled.
Scarborough Council owe me a litter picker because that litter picker's damaged now.
Has it broken it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll be billing you.
And we're £50 an hour as well.
Right, let's head to this Park Up. If you're wanting to stay here, obviously you can Google Oliver's Cafe Scarborough. Or it's on Park for Night. You'll see it. It's quite. There's like 4 or 5 as we've seen on Park for Night, still available in Scarborough. So it's quite easy to find. What's the lane called? Oliver's
Mount.
Oliver's
It's
Mount.
near the War Memorial.
Yeah, near the War Memorial. You can't miss it. And there's lovely kind of picnic benches here as well. It's a really good spot. It's just that obviously with us exploring Scarborough in the morning, makes sense to stay down there. So this is called Dean Road Public Car Park. 24 hours, £6. Right, perfect. We're in the park up now. Nice and quiet actually. It took a while to get on a bit of flat land because it's kind of on a slope is this car park. A few vans around us, probably about 6 or 7 vans tonight here. But I didn't think that was bad at all, £6 for 24 hours. I mean, it allows us to obviously to park here as well when we go and explore Scarborough in the morning. So we're just gonna have some tea, settle down, relax a little bit. I've started reading another book. I never finish them, I just start them. Started reading another book. We're gonna get some tea now, get a brew, and just settle down for the night, and we will see you in the morning for what appears to be a much sunnier day. Good morning guys, what a nice night that was. We ended up, some of our subscribers, lovely couple, Rob and Lynn, parked next to us in their amazing truck.
It's massive.
It was lovely to meet you guys, and thank you so much for showing us your absolutely epic
It was
home.
really nice to be invited in. We went in, had a drink and had a chat, and you know that's what being on the road's all about, isn't it? Meeting new people and having a chit chat and
They just
stuff.
pulled
It was
up, like,
lovely.
oh, we watch you, like, hey, how are you doing? I hope I want a disappointment, I'm sorry if I was. We're going to go and have a look around Scarborough, good old Scarborough now.
That was a great park up though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Really good
Well
park
worth it.
up. Really
And
nice.
because we
nice
paid the
seat.
£6 for the 24 hours, we can still park there now while we wander about. So it's all right, isn't it? That?
Yeah, charity shop hunt.
Rolling my eyes like I don't enjoy it as well. I love it. And they're just saying she wants you to know the facts about Scarborough. Well, it's cold usually. The sun's shining, but look, I've got my jacket on. It's freezing. What did you want me to tell them? You can get
Like
amazing fish and chips.
Some history about, like, because it's probably got a really rich history that nobody knows about because we
Fish
just
and
come
chips
from
have
seaside.
been around for years and years in Scarborough.
This is the first place I got really badly sunburnt when I was a kid. Came on holiday, looked forward to it all year, and we were staying in like a little, like a self-catering apartment, and I got badly sunburnt in Scarborough, head to toe, couldn't move for the whole week. It's also
How do you get sunburnt in Scarborough?
I don't know, we're literally like a cherry tomato. And it was in the days when your parents didn't put sun cream on, they just let you play on beach, you know. It was also the place that I got barred off the donkeys. Not like barred off it like at my age now, like when I was a kid. And I discussed it in an episode. What episode was that?
It was, where were we? We're in Wales.
But yeah, when I was a kid I got barred off the donkeys, so if you want to know why, go back and watch that episode.
Got your rock.
Ginormous ball things you get inside, that looks really good fun, doesn't it?
Get in one then.
I'd love that. I'd really enjoy that.
You want to go on it?
I'd love that.
Go
I
on
don't
then.
think I'd be capable.
Why?
I've just fallen at it myself. It's like you used to put a hamstring in it. Have you seen it when they do it from the top of a hill? And they're rolling downhill and you have to run in it all the way down.
What, hamsters?
No! People in them ginormous ball things, you can pay to do it. You can pay to be thrown down the hill in a ginormous ball.
That sounds ace.
I love sugar
Yeah, I
dummies.
remember sugar dummies. So Scarborough is amazing. Like if you want a week's holiday, bring the kids here. There's amusements galore. You've got the beach right there. I think there's a museum. There's a sea life centre. Then at the top you've got Peazon Park, and you can go on these little paddle boats on
I
these
love
ducks,
that end.
swans. Anybody that's been to Scarborough will know what we're talking about. But it is your typical, almost cheesy British seaside town. We've filmed it before. We've been here forever. Like Everybody, if you're from Yorkshire, you've been to Scarborough multiple times.
Yeah,
but
you
it is a
come
good
with your-
place. Bit
with
busy for us, really.
With your sandwiches, with your sand inside, and by the time you get to
Oh,
eat
yeah.
them, and
Cheese sandwiches with sand in.
but P-Zone Park's lovely. I love that end of Scarborough. It's like very different to this end. This end is all your amusements, but that end's full of kind of like your old-fashioned seaside town, isn't it? Very traditional on that side. I like that bit.
Oh yeah, we saw one of these in Cambridge, didn't we?
Yeah.
These big scary wheels.
Big, massive,
You won't-
scary wheels.
No amount of money would get me to go on that. Has anybody been on one of them? There's no way I'd get on one of them.
Oh, thank you, at all. If you're watching and thinking, well, where's this answer to this parking situation that you keep talking about along this coast, we are going to tell you about it, I promise. Once we've found somewhere to sit down and have a brew.
Yeah, as always, like you saw last week when we were in Brid, we're looking for a cafe to sit down and then we'll explain to you. But this is why people want to stay here in the vans. There's a shark there, look. What's he doing? This is why people want to stay here in the vans, because it's just great, isn't it? You know, and especially on a night you can get your fish and chips, sit and watch the ocean, and that's why we need it back. That's why we need to be parked on the front. That car park were lovely, and especially meeting our subscribers were amazing. But you want to be up front watching the sea, don't you? You want to eat seagulls.
You want that peace on a night
Swimming
time,
about or
don't
whatever
you?
they
Just
do.
to sit out and watch the sea and listen to the waves as you park up. And yeah, there is. I think there is a potential solution if everybody, all of our subscribers, jump on and do this thing.
It's non-aggressive either. We don't have to stand with flags, waving little flags or out like that. It's just a peaceful way of doing it, but a massive impact if we get it right. It wouldn't be Romany Pirates, would it, if I hadn't lost Emma getting that bit of B-roll. Oh, I can't see her either. Oh well. Just one of them things, isn't it? Somebody suggested last week that she put a tracker on me or a find your phone thing on me. Somebody said put a balloon on him. Tie a balloon to his hand. Found her, she'd wandered off.
You can't get lost in Scarborough.
Somebody last week said tie a balloon to his hand.
That's a good idea. I never thought about that. That's a really good idea, actually. Like you do on that car aerials, you know, when you have them things on top of your car aerial so you can find your car.
Yeah.
Do that, we'll stick like a thing in your hat.
We've been on this before.
Yeah,
It's
we're going to go
proper
on this
scary.
again because I'm not walking any further. I'm literally about to die.
I like this artwork here. This is great. Look at this. Shows you Scarborough and days long gone. So this tram basically takes you all the way to the top. But as you know, if you've watched before, I'm scared of heights. And this is really high. Gives me palpitations.
Where are we going? Where are we going, Daisy? Off we go. Hiya, 2 singles, please.
Great hat. £3,
Thank you.
They're great, like the views are great and it's great to go on this Victorian tram, but look at me, I'm shaking. Can't stand heights at all. It's pathetic that, innit, but I just don't like it.
Everybody has a thing, don't they? Everybody has a thing.
Right, what do you want to do now, love?
I'm going to have a look to see if I can find a builder's calf. A calf.
There's one behind you.
No, that's not a calf, love. Come on, get with game.
That front is great, but it's just too busy for us, isn't it? It's like
Too busy.
noisy, we've got all arcade machines going off. It is, we wanted to show you it, because if you want to come
We're
here
like
and you haven't
little
seen...
people, aren't we?
If you haven't seen Scarborough before, you need to see it, don't you? But we come up to the quieter end, get on that little tram, it brings you up to the quieter end of the town, which is just lovely, and you get all the nice views as well from up here.
There's always something new to discover in Scarborough. Genuinely, no matter how many times you've been, there's always a street you've never been on. I've never been on this street. There's always somewhere that you've never been. Because there's just so many little streets and it goes back so far as well. It's quite big actually.
Oh, this is lovely, much quieter.
You can breathe again, can't you?
Yeah, it's too busy, it's noisy on the front. It is nice, and if you've got kids, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Like, kids love it. And adults love it. My nan used to spend hours on front on the edge. Little 2Ps. Don't know how much she spent on them 2P machines. And then she'd go to bingo on a night and play bingo. Come back with no. Or a little teddy or a keyring or something. I just want to see what's around here. Right, where's Emma gone again? Right, I found her. She's outside the card shop on the street, apparently. I couldn't find you again.
Wondered where you are. I've been looking for you. Anyway, I've got a solution. There you go, look. I can spot you a mile off now.
Does it work? Can you
It does
see
work,
me?
and I can spot you a mile off
There
now.
you go.
Not
Problem-
only that, but you're
problem
supporting
solved.
our tractors as well, look, British farmers.
Yeah, support our farmers. Look at
Supporting
that.
British farmers while you're walking down. Don't leave me with it, you need
Oh,
to
yeah,
carry
no,
it.
right.
Because then when you get
Off we
lost,
go,
you can
guys.
stick it up in air and I'll know where you are.
Off we go.
I think that was a really good idea. Whose idea was that?
I don't know, I can't remember. Somebody said tie a balloon to his arm. We've found a cafe. Look. Not even fibbing. What are you doing? Why have you done
I
that?
wanted to come round this side and I can't get round.
Enjoy the sunshine.
We've been going to answer the question for you throughout this video of what we can do to stop these bans or reverse these bans that have come up along the East Coast. So as we've said, it's an 18 months trial thing that they're doing. And basically, nobody seems to know about this. I've asked quite a few people in Scarborough that are local, they don't know about it. We've bumped into a few people in campervans, we've asked them, they don't know about it. What you can do is go on to the council website, and we'll leave the link in the bio for you. And as you can see, there is a form that you can fill out. And I know it's like form filling, what's that going to do, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, sometimes you have to sort of join the system in order to beat it, if you know what I mean. If you are providing sort of an outcry of the fact that this has happened, and there's a massive outcry, there's a load of voices coming forward saying, no, we don't want this, we want this to go back to the way that it was. And there's not that many people that are going on there saying, yeah, we do want this to stay, we want the ban to stay. And the fact that not many people actually know about it, it's a consultation period. So in a consultation period, you have to have your voice heard. And basically, you go on there, you don't have to be from the local area or anything like that. You fill in, like, why do you come to this area? Which parts of it do you visit, like Brid, Scarborough, Flamborough, whatever. You say why you don't like the fact that this ban's in place, what you want to change, what you get out of coming here, how often you come here. It asks you all these questions, and the best bit about it is you can literally write war and peace. There is a box for you to fill in that, well, I wrote an absolute load and I didn't run out of words, so you can put in there all your reasonings why you don't think that this ban should be in place and why you think it needs lifting. And if there's more of us from the van side writing in and saying, even if you don't have a van, if you don't think it's a just thing to do, you know, in my view, it's discrimination. It's discrimination with very little to or no evidence at all, putting these bans in place. So, you know, even if you don't have a van, even if you don't have a motorhome, whatever, it doesn't matter. Just go on there and log on there the fact that you would like for these to be lifted and why you would like them to be lifted, if you'd like them to be lifted. But in my view, I think it's about, number one, it's discrimination. I don't see why you should be stopping people from parking. Number two, it's an affordable way for families to go on holiday, which is really difficult these days. Cost of living is so high. It's an affordable way for people to go on holidays. Number three, I don't think they've got any evidence that it's van lifers that are making any mess or anything like that. And they haven't even really said that that's why they're doing it. They've just done it. And number four, it brings in more money into the area, not just in the shops. They could introduce a small donation box or a small sort of fee that people have to pay in order to be able to park on the front if you want that spot. There's all these reasons why. So we are urging you, just like we urged you in the other video, if you go somewhere and you clean up and it's a mess when you arrive and it's not when you leave, take photographs, send in the cover letter to the council, whichever council area you're in, and urge them to take notice of the fact that we are a benefit to the area, not a detriment. And it's the same with this. I'm urging you, please, please, please go on there and fill out this form. It'll take you a few minutes, unless you're like me and you write like an entire novel on there, but otherwise it'll take you a few minutes. And if you are from this local area or you're just visiting this local area, go and meet the MPs. You know, the MPs are available like on open days, different places at different days that are available, but you can just pop in and see them and have a conversation with them and let them know your views and your thoughts on this situation. What I will say is yesterday we were on the front and we saw that there were 2 cars parked up. We'd actually been told about it and we'd gone down and had a look, and there were 2 cars parked up that had literally got everything you can imagine: camping chairs, cooking facilities, a log burning like fire pit thing, and they got it all out onto the green area. Massive families all sat out having a lovely time together, but then they tipped all of their fire pit out onto the ground till they're finished with it. That's not a person in a van, is it? So why are you banning a person in a van? I think we need to keep providing the evidence to the councils that we're not a detriment, and we need to get on and we need to contest this ban. We need to contest it. We need to join into that system in order to beat it, unfortunately, guys. So please, 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 get on it for us, because I really think we can make a difference here. And there are a lot of people that are travelling around in vans, not just on holidays, that are van lifers that live in vans. That's their permanent home, and they might work in the local area, and now they're really struggling to find anywhere to park up, and they work here. It's about making sure that everybody is treated equally, I think. So please get on there and do that for us.
We can actually get that parking spot back. We can actually once again enjoy those sea views if we all just get on, like Emma says, and contest this, because it is only a trial period.
Yes, do what Emma says. That's my seriousness over and done with. I can only remain serious for so long. You've got to keep smiling and laughing, haven't you? So we're going to head back to the van now, and I don't know where we're going to go next. We'll have to see.
We haven't really vlogged Scarborough, like going to the Sea Life Centre and building sandcastles on the beach and sat eating ice cream overlooking the sea. Just because we've filmed Scarborough before and we don't kind of like to repeat it, we're here for obviously a specific reason, to address this park up issue. But definitely check Scarborough out. I'm sure most of you at some point will have been to Scarborough. If you haven't, this whole coast of the east coast of England is really beautiful and it's really good fun. We're probably going to follow the east coast up, I would have thought, towards Whitby and beyond. We're not quite sure yet. Anyway, let's get back to Romany. There's half a van here.
Oh, it's one of them things, isn't it? It's like a pod. You know, like a teardrop pod.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it?
It's one of them. I don't know how you lay down in that, though. It's quite short, isn't it?
The usual kind of explanation as to why Daisy's in a pram. I keep having to say this every week because the comments just keep coming in about why she's in a pram. So she's got a disability as Daisy, where her brain is basically too big for her head. It causes her pain, so she has about 5-10 minute walks a day, but that's all she can walk, otherwise she ends up in pain. So that's why she's in the pram. The weather is beautiful, so that's the weather report done, and the word of the week is impossible.
That's not even a good word.
Why?
That's just not a good word.
Emma's jaw dropped then when I said that, as if to say, why have you just
That's
said that?
not an hard word.
Impossible. No, but it's a good
Reese,
word. That's
I'm
just the first
before
word.
we get onto the word thing, what are we going to do
Meet my
about
own, eh?
this?
It's the first word
Look,
that popped in my head.
you're chatting on about what we're going to do about that. That's where our van is. How do we get out of the road? It's shut, and our van is down there.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
We're wittering on, and I'm like looking at the road as if to say, what are we going to do here? I don't know how you get out if we can't go that way.
But Emma, I've just thought that's why the word of the week's impossible. It's impossible.
Yeah, no, that's acceptable.
That's it. Always thinking ahead there.
You weren't thinking ahead because you didn't even see the signs.
It just happened to coincide.
Oh,
There's another one.
They're making sure
Coincide.
there's more yellow lines so you can't park places.
Oh yeah, they are actually as well, yeah. Look at these beautiful yellow lines of oh, you're ruining paintwork, Emma.
Oh, oh,
Car.
oh. You let me cross on my own.
I know, I'm sorry, there's another one. Right, come on.
You're not putting them parking signs up against us van lifers as well, are you?
causing trouble with road painters.
Don't confront me. Don't confront me.
She's scary, isn't it?
Oh no, I don't think we. Oh yeah, we are. We're right. No, that's
Yeah,
this is
right,
the way.
right along here. Also, I think we're all right actually then.
Well, the only thing I'm thinking is when you come out of here. Oh no, because you could, yeah. Because you can't go right, but you could go left, I think. Yeah, that's all right.
If you are new here and you're thinking, what are these two all about? We're Reese, Emma, and that's Daisy.
We don't know what we're all
We
about.
don't know, so you won't know. We travel all around the UK in our van that's called Romany, and Europe as well. We have a canal boat that never sails.
We
And
never
yeah,
know
that's-
where we are.
We never know where we are.
We're not sure what we're about.
That YouTubers say this, don't they? That if you're liking this content, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment,
Share us with all your mates.
share us with all your
Yeah?
mates, and if you really, really, really like us, hit that subscribe. No, look, YouTubers don't say that. Do they? Smash that subscribe. What else do they say? Hit that little bell.
Notification bell.
Hit that little bell.
Because there's a right list, isn't there?
God,
Stuff.
yeah, you've got a lot to do. haven't
Just
you?
to watch us, you've got a list of 10 jobs
Leaving
to
you
do
with
now.
homework to do. No, we really do appreciate it. Even if one person watches, we appreciate it. Don't we?
What?
If one person watches us, we appreciate it.
Oh yeah. Oh, Toby's daydreaming then. Sorry.
In a world of our own. Like we're here now, anyway.
I think I need a coffee now.
I think we've answered the question. Can you still campervan? Can you still van life in Scarborough? The answer is obviously yes. Here we are, right in the centre of Scarborough. But it's so important to finish with just to kind of say, get those emails, whatever, those forms filled in to Scarborough Council to try and get that front spot back in Scarborough. But yeah, you can van life in
Now
Scarborough.
you're doing lecturing now.
do your waggly finger thing at them.
But you can, that's it. It's not, I think the thing is that it's doom and gloom on a lot of this subject, innit?
Yeah.
And it's not all doom and gloom, you know. Sometimes if you focus on the negative, that's all you see in front of you.
And it is a balance, and I agree that it would be lovely to get that Scarborough front
Yeah.
parking back. Of course it would, which is why we're pushing for it. It would be lovely to prevent more signs going up, which is why we did the litter picking. And if you want to watch kind of the litter picking episode, we'll leave a link and you can watch that next if you've not seen it already, where I won't spoil it for you. I think I've already spoiled it for you. But go watch it, because there's a really good reason why we're doing that and why we did that. I guess that's it for this week.
That's it.
That's all we have time for.
Keep looking at the positive side of life, I tell you. Just don't get negative about stuff. Keep looking at the positive sides.
It's a song that, innit? Always look on
The bright side of life.
We'll see you next Tuesday, guys, at 8
Keep writing
p.m.
your own story.
Keep writing your own story.